Ovate discipuli and salvate omnes. Welcome again to another episode of Latin in layman's. Guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be etymologizing a pretty cool word. But before we get into that word, we really appreciate love and support wherever you can. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Cast, wherever you get your podcast. Latin in layman's. Throwing down more episodes on there. So if you guys want a longer format, of which you should want a longer format, because that's where you get all of the knowledge. TikTok sucks. Okay. Just a way for me to basically help sift you guys elsewhere because honestly, if TikTok gets banned, it's going to declutter my life. I don't care. Like, honestly, the only reason why I keep on doing TikTok is because I have the following that I have. But I realize that also the effort that I put into these is basically reminds me of the effort that I put into all my worksheets, all the grammaticas, all of my textbook materials that I give out to my students when I was teaching, just to find all of that stuff in the trash at the end of the class period. So that's how I feel when I have all of this information that I put my effort into, and then I see these videos that people are talking about where it's like, oh, wow, this person just got 9 million views, and all they did was nothing. I guess we do like the fast food for our brains. We like all that hyperpalatability. We don't want to learn the true sense of words. We don't want to etymologize. But if you're here and you want that, then you rock. Let's get into it. Because guess what? One word. Etymology. Your boy. Throwing down all the etymologizing. But etymos plus logos makes etymology, right? We just take away that S and then we turn that os into a Y. What does etymos mean in the Greek? It means the true sense. And then logi, coming from logos, can mean word and or study of. So in the study of case, biology. Bios is life. Biology is the study of life. Geology, geo, earth. Logos, study of. But in this case, words would work a lot better. So looky here. The true sense of words is what etymology means. Because remember how I talk about all these words and how we suss through them. Like thinking about it right now, if I were to write one word here, it would be sup plus port. Two Latin words, right? Sup is a derivation of sub, which means under. So I'm just going to do a down arrow. Plus porto portare in the Latin means what? It means to carry. So when you support someone, you just carry them from underneath. That is the true sense of the word support. If you never thought about that, think about it again. Another one here, because now I'm on a little bit of a tangent, rangent, smangent, scangent. Re, which means back and or again, plus spect, which means to look at, both Latin, to look back at, is what respect means. Because in the simplest form, just to acknowledge someone, to show someone that you respect them, I see you. I hope that you see me. How many times in our lives do we feel small and unheard because we're just not seen and we're grasping out and we're like, please, just like, hey, you guys, hello, hey, it's me, it's over here, and you feel small and you feel small because you're not seen. I will always see you. I will always see everybody and anybody. Tell my students, I will always see you. I will never deny your reality. You can walk into my classroom and identify as a circle for all I care. I will never deny your reality because that is the one thing you cannot do to children. Whether they be, whether they're sussing through weird things or not, that's growing up. Don't you remember growing up? Growing up's hard. You got to figure out and iterate through a lot of different things. I went through many a phase in my life. Let the kids go through their phases. Okay? I don't know why I'm on a little bit of a tangent. Respect, though. Respect each other. Respect yourself. And respect me. Because there are certain people that come into my DMs and say some pretty disrespectful stuff and crass stuff. And I'm like, good God. Is this really the world that we live in where we just feel like we're so emboldened just being or having anonymity and being behind a keyboard, gosh, we are emboldened to say some really crazy stuff. A lot of people, you know what? Yeah, we're not going to get into it any more than that. At the most, though, true sense, ology, study of, true sense of words. I love them. Words carry so much meaning embedded within them, just like support, just like respect, just like synagogue, sin together and or with, ago to drive or bring. A synagogue just brings people together, a place where it brings people together. Versus orthodox, the Orthodox Church, orthos, correct, or straight or upright, like an orthodontist corrects your teeth, makes them upright. I am really on a tangent. Dox coming from dog, which actually means opinion in the Greek. It's where we get dogma. On the other hand, something like orthodox means the correct opinion, which is kind of a, I see what they did there. You see what they did there too. Hope you learned something new. And if you did, consider leaving me some support wherever you can. Ko-Fi. I mention it and nobody does it because y'all are cheap. Just kidding. Hope you guys have a great day. Tempus est discedere.